Alright, this is Ken. I thought I'd make another video here just because last time I made one was when I was having trouble with hair algae and got a couple new corals, so I thought I'd just show you guys. Anyways, here's my branching hammer coral. Got it for about $10.50 on eBay plus shipping, but I got a couple of other corals and it was flat rate like $30 overnight FedEx. So as far as we were talking about the flow on the thread, I don't think the flow is too much for it. If it's going to open up anymore, it'll be once it gets adjusted to the light more. But they look pretty full compared to how they were when they came in the bags. So, but yeah, see, I've got a Coralia here and another one there and another one right there, and like a penguin powerhead down there I got for cheap, and aqua clear one right here, and I got my overflow and the sump return. So they're pretty much above the line to where there seems to be a lot more flow down here. Anyway, so I got that hammer coral. The colors don't show up great on this video, but since I was originally supposed to get it on Tuesday and something happened with the shipment or whatever, the guy sent me a frog spawn for free, so that was pretty cool. And then I also got a thing of Zoanthids. You can see them back there. I think I might attach them back there. I'll take suggestions for anywhere, but I've heard they grow pretty fast, and I don't want them to overgrow potential places for future corals. So I thought maybe if I put them back there where it's a little darker, they'll still be all right because they can thrive in pretty much most light, and then they won't overgrow all the stuff over here very quickly. So I got those for it was actually more expensive than the hammer coral. I think it was like $15. It was a bid from the same guy though. So I got all three of those for pretty much around $50, with shipping. So it was a pretty good deal. Let's see, I guess I'll give you a tour of the rest of my tank. I know there's lots of photos on the thread, but got the candy cane coral here along with my clownfish. Got it about a week and a half ago, and it's doing pretty good so far. I've also got some button polyps here. I'm having a problem with diatom algae right now. You guys should check out my other thread. I'll post a link to it. I think I might be getting silicates, even though I have an RODI unit. I've heard that they can still get through. So any suggestions on that? Because phosphates, nitrates are all 0. Everything else is 0, but I haven't tested for silicates or whatever it is, salic acid, because I don't have a test kit for it. But that would be helpful because it seems that the diatom algae is bothering the soft corals most of all. It clings on them and they stay closed until I pretty much blow them off. I got a Kenya tree right here, but again, it never really opens up lately because of the diatom algae that's hanging all over it. But for some reason, they really don't seem to stick to the hard corals that much. Like a little on the skeletal base, but the soft polyps, the algae never really seems to stick to it much. But yeah, it gets the diatoms have been getting caught back in my power heads. I cleaned them out the other day, and I also cleaned out my overflow box, but they come back pretty quickly. So, but I guess I'll give you two of the rest of the stuff. I've got these are brand new, the current Nova Extreme Pro, a 48-inch fixture. I've got the 3 actinic and 3 daylight, the ones that come with them. And let's see, I guess I'll show you the overflow box. I've just got the whatever it is, Eshops or whatever box here. Yeah, this was really dirty the other day. You can already see some diatoms that get caught up in here, but I really had to clean it out because it was causing the flow to move extremely slow. So then I've got my return line over here. It's kind of colorful, but I'm probably eventually, once I build another sump, build a bigger sump, I'm gonna cut that line short because there didn't used to be that line, that flexible lock line stuff. I just recently got that. So as far as my sump, get a flashlight. Well, actually, you can probably see all right, but got my Sump here and a Core Life 65, I think, or whatever, protein skimmer. Works pretty well. As you can see, it's gathering a pretty good sized skimmer there. I used to have some Chadone here, but like I said before in the thread, it got ripped apart and it was just getting clogged up with junk. It was causing the flow not to be very good through here. But so I've just got some pieces of live rock that I used to have in my aquarium, or up above, but I didn't really have any more room for them anymore, or I thought I'd get better flow by putting them down here and not having them, you know, better flow up in the aquarium, I mean. But so got all that. I've got a couple sponges. These are basically for like quarantine tanks. This would be the only source of really nitrates in my aquarium, and considering that's the only thing, I don't think that would really be causing the diatoms. I think it's more of a silicate problem. But I've got my mag drive pump here, you know, a common balanced flow ball valve here. I have a float switch, but the pump that usually sits in the bucket over here, runs the tube from this bucket, the pump broke, so I've been having to top it off manually every day, which has been not as convenient. Anyways, I got my I got 3 switches set up down here: the sump, the power heads, and the lights if I need to cut them for some reason. Got my timers here. Yeah, all 3 are actually, me and my friends did this. I took a light switch box and actually spliced in an extension cord and everything, so it goes direct to the power strips. But I'm probably going to redo it in the future. I might even use some X10 stuff, because I got this brand new power strip up here, so I'm going to figure out, right now it's just hooked up to the power heads, but I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate that better. So yeah, I'm thinking about redesigning my sump, because, well, this one's not really big enough to have any kind of algae in here, even if I did people recommended on the forum the clear box, but it still would have pretty poor flow in here. So I like to incorporate some other things. I'm probably going to do a 20-gallon long, so it'll give me much more space. I'll have a refugium section, and it'll come down on the left and it'll return from the center, and the refugium will be on the right. But see, like I could probably get a much better flow rate with some 45-degree elbows from the Overflow Box, and yeah, so that's one thing I'm going to do. Oh yeah, one coral I forgot to show was the Xenia here, which tends to get caught up with algae a lot, the diatoms also. But it's kind of funny, my friend gave this to me, and I tried to like attach it to a rock, and it like got blown away, and I thought it was just lost or got sucked up or something. And like a couple months later, I found it attached to this rock, like just starting to grow. And ever since I recently got the better lights, it's really been thriving. It's kind of hard to see there, but it's starting to spread out and grow a lot more. But yeah, any suggestions on flow would be great. I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the sand clean, but at the same time keep a sandstorm from happening. So I've got that really fine sugar-like sand. It's not playground sand, so I know that's not causing silicates. It's made by I forget who, but it's aquarium sand or reef sand. So but yeah, I've got that power head there. I've got the power head here, the one there, and the one back there, which I showed you, which is try to keep that area kind of clear and stuff. But yeah, any suggestions with ways to reduce the diatom algae to make flow better? I plan on getting eventually one of the Vortec power heads and probably putting it over on this side. But if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. I know it was long and very explanatory, but yeah. Alright.